Hi everybody and welcome to the feed where you get full up on things I'll show you, tell you, etc. So, hope everyone's having a great day today. Me, meh. But not only that, yeah, let's just get stuck into the feed, shall we? Okie dokie then. Okay, so again, more Brett Kirschner because I really love this guy. Brett Kirschner is one of my favorite comedians yet again. So even though he doesn't wear a shirt, but jeez, is he goddamn funny. So go watch him. He's good. Ghost Adventures. Yes, I watched the 2 Ghost Adventure episodes with one being about cursed items and all the different types of occult members that he had there doing things, which was really spooky and really freaky. But then the other one was more about the cursed doll Annabelle, the rag doll from the 1970s, which creeps everybody out. It was based that movie is based on her, but she's a rag doll who looks like Raggedy Andy or Raggedy Ann, and Annabelle is this really creepy doll, and Zach through the whole thing gets told, do not touch it, do not touch it, do not touch it, she doesn't like to be touched, do not touch her. Yet he felt compelled to touch her, and he did touch the doll, and they think that the spirit that lives within the doll is actually now living in the museum, as they've had different things happen. So that's really creepy. Anyway, on to the next. Markiplier, he's been putting up a lot of weird videos of late, and it's been like really strange and weird, but I'm kind of over it. Like, I really am over all the Markiplier sort of videos, so whatever, dude, whatever. Philip DeFranco, yes, this morning Philip DeFranco actually pulled out a point that I've been trying to talk about for the longest time, which is that not just Apple phones, Samsung phones do it too, where your phone its microphone is being used to market things toward you. And I hate how people are going on Facebook. It's not just Facebook though, it's Google as well, and YouTube. As I said, this is why I do the feed, so I can actually show you that, you know, stuff I've talked about with my mom or things I've watched on television, it can pick up on your microphone, and then they can market that shit toward you, and that's not fair. You're just having a conversation about stuff, and it just appears. Like, seriously, I have a show on this for a reason, to show that, you know, YouTube can be wrong in trying to market things toward me, only because I was talking about something. Like, seriously, right now my phone's probably listening and trying to market any more things towards me. Not just on Facebook, but YouTube, Google, all of Google's products, you know, and it's not fair, people. It's like the algorithms, they reckon that it's too smart, and it's some sort of disease that, you know, or not disease, but some sort of, they call it, a causality, where we keep seeing stuff and think that it's marketed towards us. They think that's the actual thing. It's not. It really isn't. It's you guys marketing towards us and using our phones as marketing devices. Seriously, you guys are liars. You say that, oh no we don't, yeah you do, and your Google products got caught out for doing the same freaking thing. And yeah, it will listen to TV programs that we watch, it will listen to conversations we pick up. Stop lying to us, okay? But Philly D come up with it today, and I was just so glad he brought it up. But then I also come back at him and said, I've been saying this for months now. This is why I created the feed, and this is why we are here, people. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know what he means by you can't believe carved that. It's also clickbait, but haven't seen this episode yet, but you probably want to go see it, so whatever. Game of Thrones prank. Oh yes, this guy here, I love him. I've only just discovered him. He's been on the net probably for a while now, but he's only just become really popular, I think. And I really love his, he does different voices, and he does it right on the spot, and he did Disney characters not long ago, and they were fantastic and spot on. So if you want to go and hear this guy and his, and what do you call it, his in like I say I keep hearing the word interpretations, but that's not the word I'm looking for. Impersonations is the word I'm looking for. Impersonations. If you want to see his impersonations, they're quite good. I've never come across someone who's so dead accurate on it, and it sounds so good. But go check him out. He's one of the funniest Scotsmen I've ever heard in my life. So go and check that out because he's good. More Dr. Phil, because I watch so much Dr. Phil. I'm sorry, I am just addicted to Dr. Phil. Really, I do. And as I said, I hate the tragic ones because they're boring. Not because I'm bored, and it's just that it's part of being part on YouTube and watching tragedies all the time, and I've become so blind to the fact that, you know, these like, not blind to the fact that it's hurting people. I can see it's hurting people and I'm with them on that, but at the same time I'm kind of blind to the fact that this is normal stuff now, and it just becomes the norm. And so therefore Dr. Phil does ones about tragedies, murders, etc. I'm heartfelt for those people who have had tragedies happen to them, but at the same time, when it's on Dr. Phil, it becomes like a boring show to me because I've seen it on the news. It's kind of, you know, day in, day out stuff. It's not great. But when you talk about people with messed up problems in their life, oh, that's when I'll watch. It sounds awful, but that's how I am on Dr. Phil. It's just, can't stop. Big Bang Theory, I don't know why it's showing me Big Bang Theory. Yeah, I watch them, and yeah, it's funny. But I'm not loving how people are putting these up as, again, people stealing other people's content, putting it up as their own, and asking for monetization. They should be ripped down for that shit. And, you know, being where you're fishing for likes and fishing for comments. This is disgusting. I don't like it. I hate it on Facebook too, where people say, put a like or put a happy if you agree with one side or you agree with the other. Like, that's people trying to get likes and things. Don't you see that? They're not trying to let you vote. They're trying to vote and get likes and comments and stuff. So, what the fuck, man? Like, seriously, I hate it. I hate how instantly people go to do that, but it's like, no, they're fishing for likes and they're fishing for stuff and they're getting paid for the things that you're fishing for. Like, OMG, seriously, wake up, people. Makes me so mad. Yes, that's really funny. I'll watch that again. It's another one who's stealing someone else's content and using it as their own, but yet I watched it. I'm gonna be guilty and I'm gonna say I watched it, but still I'm not agreeing with it. I always put click down whenever I find something like this or like this, or anything else I watch. I do put a click down, because I don't want these people to think that you know, I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it. Always put a thumbs down, people. Even if you like the content, go find the original content maker and then put a thumbs up. Until then, put a thumbs down, people. Forgotten abandoned locations around the world. See, Titanic, I like them, they're okay. And yeah, I love having abandoned stuff. I'm huge into urbexing, people, and I really love, you know, abandoned stuff. And I wish I could find an abandoned place just so I could show people how we do have abandoned stuff here in Australia. Just, you know, I could show people, but no, we don't. It's just but, you know, I'd love to film more abandoned stuff, but I'd be scared that I'd be caught by the police, and I really don't want a police record when I'm trying to find work at the moment, guys. So yeah, that's the kind of thing. But anyway, I don't think I'm that agile enough either to run from police, to be quite honest. I think I need to be a bit thinner before I can get more agile. Anyway, but I really love watching them on the net and being like a lounge chair urbexer. But I can't help myself. I just really like them, and the whole, like, I love anything that's to do with social sciences. Anything to do with that, I'm like in love with. Like, I love history. I love abandoned places. I love just anything to do with human and social interactions. I just love. So, yeah, that's something that I think that's more me, really, when it comes to YouTube and stuff. And I think that's why YouTube always brings this to me, so I'm glad. 5 unsolved mysteries that cannot be explained. Yeah, I'm loving these as well. I'm loving how on Halloween, a lot of Halloween stuff has been thrown at me on YouTube, and I really like it because, you know, I love ghosts and the paranormal, and also you know, urbexing stuff. Also Dan Bell and his abandoned malls and his abandoned places, and also his hotels, what do you call them, another dirty rooms, and I love that. So yeah, this is not far off that either, like unsolved mysteries. I don't like unsolved deaths, but unsolved mysteries of what happened to people, or people who think they're being abducted by aliens. That's really cool too. You know, as I said, I've got stories of my own for those sorts of things, but I think this is because I find me and my mum sometimes stay up late, and once we run out of programs on catch up television that, you know, we want to watch YouTube, and I sat there and she sees things on YouTube and she wants me to play them, and it's usually alien ones, so that's probably why it's picking up on that, but also because I love ghosts as well. So yeah, prodding around. Robot Chicken, I had not Robot Chicken in the longest, yet it's picking up that I want to watch Robot Chicken, but I think it's because of Star Wars, because lately Star Wars has been on television in Australia for a couple of weeks now, because they want to, like, so we're all like caught up for the new Star Wars that's coming out. So yeah, that's exactly why they're doing that, and that's probably why the Star Wars thing. But Robot Chicken, jeez, I haven't watched that in like forever. Willikers, next one. Oh, I've seen this. This girl cries and carries on about how she put some hair dye or bleach or something in her hair, and it actually burnt her hair off. Her hair came all the way off. She left it in for too long, and that's what happened. And it's a bad product that took all her hair off, and so she's now she has hair now, but she didn't have hair before, and yeah, it was really awful, and it was really hard to watch. I don't know if she's real or she's trolling or whatever, but Jesus, like, it was a really bad thing to see. And I'm colouring my hair at the moment, so I know my hair's okay. I use like a vegan product, so I know that it's not really chemically, so it's not damaging my hair all that much. But the blonding stuff I put in my hair, oh willikers, did it burn my head. But after I put the colour in and my colour settled down and everything, yeah, I'm okay with mine at the moment. So yeah, so don't put bad shit in your hair and chemicals upon chemicals. Let your hair rest between salon products, okay? Because if you don't let your hair settle, it's gonna burn off, it's gonna melt the shit off, and if you're stressed and you're in a bad place at that time, your hair is sure to melt off. So always test a strip of your hair before you even do it, okay guys? Just a warning. Judge Judy, I'm over Judge Judy. It's only because, like, of an afternoon, when it's on TV, I'll watch it, but when it's on my computer, I will not watch it anymore. It's become boring to me. But if it's on TV and my mum's watching it, I'll sit down with my mum and we'll sit there and, you know, say shit about the TV, you know, and that's probably why it's picked up on me and my mum watching Judge Judy, and my phone's heard it. So, you know, there's another case of my phone can hear it. So, you know, take that, Apple, and Google devices. Are you serious? Don't josh me right now. Anyway, do you wear underwear? 10 celebs who shut down sexist interviews. Oh, that'd be cool to watch, but I'm not into Ms. Mojo. Ever since they had that stupid product, or even Watch Mojo for that matter. I don't watch it anymore since they have that whole, oh, go to this site and you can watch us all and you pay for us, and that, yeah, I know, I'm not doing that anymore. So yeah. What's this? 7 times atheist went unhinged genius. Atheist genius. Okay, well, you know, Penn and Teller, they're pretty smart people, and that they do like to debunk everything in life. If you've ever watched that show Bullshit, that's a great show where they try to debunk things and make people be scared of things that they didn't know they should be scared about, but really they shouldn't be scared about. Like, the episode is one of my favorite episodes, is where they tell everyone that they should be scared of a particular chemical that they're pouring into the water system and that they're making us drink, not realizing there are 2 names for water. And I think the word they used was hexachromal something or other. I can't remember what the other word was. Hexachromal hydrogen, I think they called it. Hexachromal hydrogen, I think is what they called it. And it's actually there is more than one name for the word water, like H2O is the chemical thing, but if you say hydrogen by oxygen, like it's but oxygen has another name, and oh, it was just this whole thing, and it was just fantastic. And they're getting people to sign things saying they don't want water in their system, and it was the best episode of bullshit I'd ever seen in my life. That and the one where they get people to talk about, you know how you have recycle bins, like you have your recycle bin for scraps, recycle bin for plastic and newspaper and all that sort of shit, and then you have your one for just your normal bin stuff, like your plastics, your metals, etc. Other plastics that we can't reuse. You know, we have 3 bins, right? And like, I don't know if any other countries have that thing, but we have that here. And he convinced these people to have 8 bins for 8 different separate reasons. And some of them were really ludicrous, but these people agreed to put 8 bins out on bin night every week, to put 8 bins out on bin night with different color lids for different color reasons. And it just blew my mind that he convinced people to go for 8 things just to help Mother Earth, and they couldn't believe that they convinced people to have these many bins, and for all different reasons for their household waste. And it was another episode of bullshit which I entirely love. So when I see anything about Penn and Teller, I want to listen, because these guys are not just great magicians and great speakers, but also great minds that are very, very smart and intelligent, but also quirky, and I enjoy listening to these guys. So when they talk about you know, atheism and things like that, I'll want to sit up and listen and find out what their angle is, just to find out what they're at. So that would be something I'd really love to watch, because I love Penn and Teller. Next, Crazy Angry American Idol Reject. Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of, I know I shouldn't be, because I know about my rule, but I still put thumbs down, so don't think of me as a bad person. But I am watching it, and I'm watching all these people who are failures on all these like singing competitions, and then they go off at the judges, and oh man, is it funny. You know, I love it, because these people are going, but I've got more talent than you. It's like, no, I don't think so. You sound awful, so don't come back. You know, and I just love that shit. Love that controversy and things like that. Like, I can sing, but I know that I've got to tune my voice a lot, and my breathing techniques are not that great either, but I can sing and I can play a guitar, so I know I've got some talent, but it's not good enough to go put in front of audiences, I don't think, yet. But you know, if I went to one of these shows, I'm pretty sure they'd boot me off, and I'd be like, okay, man, that's okay. That means, like, if I take the criticism and listen to what they've had to say, and I'd be like, oh, so I need a little bit more tuning, a little bit more schooling, that's fine, I will do that. I'll be back when I feel better about it. But these people just get unhinged, you know, get really off topic, and I think that's really funny. I love it, and should happen every day. Anyway, next up, mysterious 100-foot giant snake in the Amazon. Unsolved mysteries again. I really love it. If it's the same guy I'm thinking about, it's just unexplained mysteries, I hope it's not that guy who has that voice. Like, no offense, dude, who has the voice, but there's a guy in here, he doesn't know how to say stuff properly, and he has this, I don't know if it's a speech impediment or not, but when he talks like he is talking like this, and how he does not know how to end a sentence, and it's just always sounds like this. Every end of every sentence always sounds like this, and it gets on my nerves listening to him. But if you get used to him after a while, it's not so bad. But I'm gonna go to hell, but I do chuckle at that guy's voice. I'm so going to hell, because I laugh at things that I shouldn't, like. I'm one of those ones who will laugh at a funeral. I'm one of those ones who will laugh at an inappropriate time. I'm really one of them. I am one of those ones that should be shot. I really should be shot. I don't know why I laugh at inappropriate times, but I just seem to, and it's really annoying, and I wish that I wouldn't. But yeah, I'm one of those. I need to be put on that island with all the special people. No. Anyway, moving on. Libby's story, Larson syndrome, a rare genetic disorder. Okay, so I'm not sure what that's about, but that seems interesting. maybe she's a small person, or maybe she can't grow bigger than she is, or maybe she's still a child forever and she's 21. Who knows? That would be really cool if that was the case. But cool. Don't know what it is, what Larson syndrome is, but poor kid. So that'd be cool to watch, I suppose. Spoiled rabbit growls and thumps when petting stops. Oh, so I've seen this one. Yeah, there's a little rabbit, and he gets a pet, but as soon as you stop petting him, he gets all upset, and then she pets him again and he stops. So that's adorable. Okay, that's a pet getting spoiled, absolutely spoiled. So that's different. The wedding of Penny and Leonard Hofstadter. Oh yeah, everyone's seen the Big Bang Wedding. That was really cool and really, really funny. I loved it. And the fact that it's on here and this person has got it on here, they probably monetize it too, which is even worse. So thumbs down if you're watching that and you see something like that, and just thumbs down until you find the real people who created it. I know they're bigger corporations who created it and all that, but still, it's someone else's idea and dream and etc. So stop stealing people's work, for God's sakes. Why was that inside my ear? We went back to the Japanese e-cleaning. Why would you go to a Japanese e-cleaning salon? I'm sorry. I'm one of the ones who gets an earbud, and I get an earbud in there, and or Q-tip as you call them, and I get around in my ear, and I get in there and I do that, and I clean my ears all the time. And you know, if my ears are all dirty, I'll know. You know, if I haven't done it for a couple of days and it comes out yucky, then I know that I haven't cleaned them. But I can't do it anymore. Like, if I get just the skerrick of water in my ear, I am in my ear with things. So every time I have a shower, I have no hope. I'm going to be like out getting me a Q-tip and just doing my ears in. But I will not let anyone else touch my ears unless you're fishing something out of my ears. You're not touching my ears. Like, seriously? I will do my own ears, and that's the way I like it, okay? So having someone else touch my ears is like so this woman is very, very brave, okay? Very, very brave. Ooh. 5 facts the Crown got wrong. Probably because it's a TV show that they're trying to hyper visualize and make everything better so everyone can watch the show and think that the Queen did this and the Queen did that. But no, they have to sensationalize it. They have to put a spin on it because they have to make it interesting. Because if they did single thing properly that the Queen did, yeah, it'd be pretty freaking boring if you ask me. So they have to make things totally different, just to make that show to be a really cool show to watch. Otherwise it'd be a pretty boring show. So of course they got things wrong. Duh. Next up, grade A under A. Oh yeah, I miss grade. I really do. I am missing grade so much at the moment. He only just came on only, I think it was a month ago. He said, look, I'm depressed, I got things going on in my family, I got things going on, and everyone says, and he's like going, but where are you, Grade? What's happening with you, Grade? Oh, I'm sick of hearing all that. I'm here, and he was just telling everyone about it, and it was just so hilarious, but also good, and I really miss watching Grade A under A. So please, Grade, come back soon, please, because I miss watching your stuff. Sometimes you can be wrong, sometimes you can be right. It doesn't matter. He makes me laugh anyhow. I love him, so come back soon, Grade, and get better soon, Grade. Okay? Next up, and the last one, people. Ew, oh my god, ew. Do you see what this person is doing? They're getting a razor blade and removing the skin off their feet with a razor blade. Ew, really? Why? Like, if they've got calloused feet, OMG, go to a fucking doctor. The doctor will do it. It's gross. Oh my god. But I just had lunch, people. I might even bring that up in a minute. Holy crap. Ew. Oh, like, at the same time, it's gross, but at the same time, it'd be satisfying to watch, because watching someone get that shit done to them, like, I used to watch my grandma when I was a little girl. I used to go to the doctor with my grandma. I used to watch my grandma. It happened to her, and the doctor would get the blade out, and I'd get all nervous, and then they'd cut my nan's foot, and then he'd be slicing on bits of my nan's callous feet, and I'd be like, you know, watching my grandma getting her calluses sliced off her feet, and that used to creep me out then. So that's just yuck. No. It's gross. It says viral callus removal craze, and it's on the doctors as well, which is cool. It's actually from the doctor, so you know, and give them a thumbs up if you really like the Doctor's show, which I kind of do because I get some ideas off them. They're really, really cool. But really, ew. Okay, I have a sander for my feet and I sand down my things, but I don't cut them all off like that. That's just so. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that and I'm gonna move this back up because I can't look at that. Yeah, my father used to say that, you know, cheesy feet, and that just brings me back to like cheese grating sheet and feet, and I don't think I can look cheese at the same at the moment. But seriously, I hope everyone enjoyed today's feed, and I hope you got full up on all the things that were here, and also that the fact that our phones are listening to us. I'm not just being a paranoid person. Go to Philip DeFranco's episode today, which I will link in the description below, and go and check that out because he talks about that in that episode, and I'm not a whack job, it is a real thing. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Mwah!